Hello guys, my name is SoulArts. Welcome back to another video, and I want to get directly into this because this is kind of long, but kind of not. It could be long. That's the issue. It could be long, and I don't want it to be long. I want to keep it short, simple, sweet. So let's get directly into it. Can RWBY characters be written good? Yes, they've been written good before. Now I know this is a controversial take, but Volume 9, in my opinion, is the best written we've got with the new RWBY writers. Sure, I know a lot of people don't like the overarching plot and think it's filler and blah 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 blah, but I don't believe it's filler, and I think this is the best written character development we've gotten for certain characters on how to handle situations. But there was still a lot of bad done. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, this is the best written they've gotten, but there are still core mistakes that need to be fixed. However, without talking about Volume 9 and all the other bullshit and the mistakes of it, we're here to talk about, can these characters be written good? Yes. And with that, yes, we have to understand why Volume 9 was written good. It is because of these character moments. It is because the character writing. So yes, these characters can be written good, and I think Volume 9 was good because of how they handled certain character moments. For instance, Ruby's depression is a great one. Although comedic relief, Little's journey. We have the journey with John. We have the journey with Blake. We have all these character moments that show that Volume 9 can be written good. So how do you write Volume 10? Now, in my opinion, I think RWBY is in a bad place right now, at least when it comes to plot, because there are so many characters for this wonderful series, and it feels impossible to write a good story for all of them. So how do you separate some good characters while keeping up the plot? How do you focus on characters to write for and characters to ignore? How do you cover every base but not feel like you're just adding things to add things while also focusing on the story? And I know this is gonna sound weird, but I think for Volume 10 and maybe even a bit of Volume 11, pull back on the plot a little. We just entered Vacuo. I think at this point, yes, Salem is a threat that is coming, but I feel like you should focus on the characters. I feel like you should focus on the feelings, the emotions, how to handle everything, instead of rushing directly into Salem. I know we want to handle Salem as quick as possible, but there's so much going on. It's too intense, and I'm not saying it's too intense for the viewers to not understand. It's too intense for the characters, because now you're racing against a plot, and these characters are unfinished. And I think that is how you create a bad story. I think you slow the plot down. Sure, it may seem weird, but you can have reasons for slowing the plot down. Pull back a little. Not every episode has to be Salem has done this, Salem has did that, Cinder has killed another person. It doesn't have to be that. Pull back. Let these characters relax, grow, understand, get their worldview back, and just clear up everything so these characters can feel like characters, so we can have some progression. I think that's how you write Volume 10. I'm not saying no plot should happen. I think you slow the plot down, build these characters up properly for the future volumes, Volume 11, Volume 12, and that will make much more impact, risk, and reward for Volume 11, because these characters have a story. Now, if something bad happens to these characters, fans will be invested. If there's more progression happening with these characters, people can feel it. I think that's how you write Volume 10. Now, how do you improve the characters we already have? Well, I think it's very simple. Keep RWBY doing the same thing RWBY has been doing. Don't just make her always happy. Make her sad, make her vulnerable, make her talk to her friends. I don't want RWBY returning to the pocket full of sunshine she has always been. And before anybody jumps in and says, oh, well, she's had lapses of judgment, she's not always happy, I get that. But I don't want her masking it. I don't want her hiding it. Be openly vulnerable. Tell your teammates about it, or attempt to, whether they notice or don't notice. It hits more when you're like, I need help, and nobody is listening because they're all busy, than holding it back and then exploding on everybody. White, just turn her not into comedic relief. That's it. I'm not saying she has to build up the Shnee's name again or build up the throne and become the heiress she's supposed to be. I'm not saying that. But care for your family. Your kingdom just fell. Your mom is homeless and she's an alcoholic. You left her with your 14-year-old brother who doesn't know much about the world probably. And we're in a new part of Vacuo that's probably surrounded by a lot of faunus, and the Shnee name is known to be racist because of jocks. Change is not gonna come that easily. It's just not. They're probably throwing stones at your family as we speak, so, you know, Weiss, maybe have some family time, maybe some mother-daughter time, maybe some sister time. Blake, you're near Faunus. If you've seen my previous video, go do something for Faunus. You're around Faunus now. You just had to transport a bunch of people from Atlas to Vacuo, and that percentage of people in Atlas are probably Faunus. You have the perfect chance to go help these people. Have the perfect chance to migrate these people into a new atmosphere, new lifestyle, because Atlas's lifestyle was very different from Vacuo's lifestyle. You have the perfect chance to go do something. Go do something. Yang, your mom is here now. Your mom is here. Go understand your mother. I don't care. That does not mean, and I want to address this. That does not mean they have to be buddy-buddy. That does mean they should have a conversation and talk and understand why she did the things she did, how she moved, how she still cared but couldn't show it, la-di-da-di-da. That's what that means. John, keep being you. That's it. I know a lot of people hate you because you get a lot of screen time. Keep being you. Nora, go find yourself without Ren and then get back to Ren. I do not want Nora becoming single or dating anybody else by the end of this volume and or series. Find yourself, get back with Ren, have a healthy relationship. That's it. Oscar and Ozpin. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared with how they're writing you, Oscar, and I want them to write you well. I love you. I like you as a character. I know a lot of people call you a nothing burger, but I know you can be something great. And I don't want them disrespecting you. So Oscar, my man, my goat, right? I'ma need them to stop writing you getting merged so fast at least. We know it's gonna happen. This merging process does not need to happen this fast. Finish Oscar as a character first. Then get the merge because Oscar is no more. But do not merge him when Oscar isn't a complete character. Why are you merging a unfinished character into a finished character? Finish Oscar first and go to Ozpin. That way we have some payoff, some reward. We got to see who Oscar was before just turning him into another Ozpin. Ren, I don't know, bro. Just speak more, like have more dialogue between the team. You can now like see emotions. You should be able to understand more, and you know, maybe that helps you talking with Nora, seeing, you know, how she's progressing, how she picks up new hobbies, new things, new traits. And that doesn't mean you don't have to interact with her because y'all are taking some space away. Just sit there and go talk to her, help her through it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta date 24/7. Give her space, but you know, you can still help her. Raven, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they should just give it to me and let me write that. However, Raven, don't be buttery and nice. Don't just turn into a nice girl, happy, la-di-da-di-da. Be rough, be yourself. Please have a proper reason for why you're here and make it a good reason and make it vividly good. Show us, don't just tell us. Winter, you better fucking hug yo sister. You better celebrate like it's the NBA finals. You just seen your sister fall into the void and thought she died. You better hug her, love her, spend as much time as you can with her, train her, do something. Cinder, I ain't gonna lie, Cinder could keep being the same. You either put her on the back burner and let her just like simmer down, you keep letting her plot out things or whatever. It honestly doesn't matter with Cinder. She's done enough, and yeah, sure, she was riding the coattails of Neo, but Cinder has done a lot. Whether you like it or not, Cinder has done a lot. So either keep having Cinder do Cinder things or just put her on the back burner for right now. Have her train, have her get ready. Salem, keep doing what you do. Simple as that. You sit in the background all series and, you know, say these cool dialogues, and then when it's time to act, you act a little bit, die a little bit, show that you're unkillable, and then you keep it pushing. You could just keep doing that, honestly. I know I said slow down the plot, and this is technically not slowing down the plot, but it is, because you can simply still focus on characters, give characters that need to grow more screen time, but also show that the plot is still progressing in the background. Simple. Neo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If y'all doing that ever after bullshit, y'all better off letting me have it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hire me, let me write for her. Let me write for all of these characters. I have a story written for all these characters. I could handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like give it to me. Give it to me. Let me write this. Cause I promise you, I will not fail you. We could communicate, because that's the whole purpose of being in a team full of writers. Communicate, see how our ideas mesh, la-di-da-di-da, even make a new idea. But you know what I'm saying? Put me on. Put me on the writing team with that one. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the idea of her returning as someone new, and I don't like the idea of her staying in Ever After. I think that's stupid, and I think that's a waste of a character that is pseudo finished and not finished. She is technically finished, but she does not have to be finished here, and she could do much more for the plot if she isn't finished here, but she doesn't need to be a new person for that. Just have her be herself, and I can handle that. Anyways, without my love-filled message, son, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think it's better if you don't have him accept Bumblebee. And I know that's gonna seem controversial to some people, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, he should just sit there and smile and say, I knew this was gonna happen. I get it, right? I know some people want to do that, sing Kumbaya by the fire. But guess what? Sun is... Damn. Sun is already a character that is kind of eh. He's not a bad character. He's cool, he's friendly, he's positive, he's flirtatious. I enjoy Sun. But about his backstory, and if you're not reading the books, about his backstory and his life and things like that, coming from the series standpoint alone, we don't know anything about Sun. It's time to give him some more character, some more personality. I'm not saying Sun has to go full Adam on us. I ain't saying that. But at least make him sad to see Bumblebee. At least give him something to do with Bumblebee. I'm not saying crash the party. I'm not saying punch Blake in the face, go fight Yang out of jealousy. I'm not saying that. But give him something that isn't just I'm happy for Bumblebee. That's it. And like I said, you could let me handle it, because I've also written for Sun, and I like how I written for Sun. Team Coffee. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't read those books. I don't know what to say about y'all. However, it's gonna be good to see y'all back on the screen, and just don't turn them into nothing burgers. That's it. They already have material to go off of. So Coffee, just stay true to the book, stay true to the series, but also have some character, interact more, don't just be used for fights, interact and don't just have cool, witty one-liners, don't just be in the background with subtle movements. Interact, talk, have some conversation, do something. And please don't have it just be flirting and jokes. Have some serious moments, please. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's how you go about writing people for Volume 10. And sure, I didn't get super deep into it, but I still can't expose my writing if I want to be part of the writing team. So like I said, Viz Media, just hire me and we could talk it out. And I love that. But with that being said, I love you guys. I see you guys in the next video. Sorry I got so sensual there deep in your ear, whatever the hell. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out Neo Soul if you haven't already. This video was supposed to be short. It's long. It says 15 minutes. I hope I could cut that down. I'm speaking very, very, very fast. Not really. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, peace, peace.